welcome to Simply Scrapping, and it's Narelle here, and I haven't done a video for probably 5 months. I know, if you are a regular viewer and a long-term subscriber, you're probably thinking I've fallen off the face of the earth, but my mind goes from, yes, I want to papercraft lots, and then my other hobby slash business of the cross-stitching takes a wane, and then my brain flips and goes 360 the other way. So then or actually 180 the other way. I don't know, maths was never a strong point. Anyway, and then I want to focus on my cross stitching, and then my paper crafting gets pushed to the side. My brain is flipped again, and I am half want to paper craft, half want to cross stitch. So anyway, I'm going to try and get back into making the videos, and that's why I'm here today. Now, if you're like me and you don't have much of a budget, I have no budget for my paper crafting at the moment, and you see all this beautiful stuff coming out for pre-order, and you go, oh, I really, really like that, but you feel really guilty if you buy it. Or if you're like me, you add it to the cart, and then a few days later you go in and go, no, I'm just going to delete it from the cart because I can't afford it. Well, how about you make your own, shop from your stash. I'm sure we all have a huge amount of stash we can shop from, and that's what I'm doing today. So this is a pre-order for Echo Park collection that's coming out, I believe, October. It's called Dragonfly. I'll pop up on the photo the pictures because these are probably too little for you to be able to see properly. But it's a beautiful like pastel collection, blues, pinks, greens, yellows, oranges. It's got flowers, dragonflies, love hearts, sayings, floral clusters, little headings, and it's just really cute. So I thought, well, surely I have enough in my stash that I can make up my own kit from what I have to replicate the mood and feel and the elements of this and not have to go out and buy a thing. So I've just spent a little while going through my stash, and I'm going to show you what I have picked out. So I'll hopefully leave at the top of the screen, if I remember, a picture of probably the sticker sheet, because that gives you an overall feel of the collection, so that you can see how well I'm matching it and how well I'm going to be able to sort of replicate it. Alright, so these are just all the papers that I picked out. So I've gone for the colours and the flowers, really. So this has the oranges and the blues in it, a little bit of green. Then we've got another orange floral, another orange floral. Now some of these papers are really, really old. They don't have a branding strip on them. I don't even know. I think that's a basic grey. They never had branding strips, did they? So I think that's basic grey. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, more yellow. This is a basic grey porcelain. A couple of sheets of them. And then we've got another yellow. It's another basic grey. Oh, we've got 4 of them. Then we move into the oranges, and here I'm lucky I've got the little love hearts on this paper. So, but I can use the other side as well. It's probably a little bit too bright for what I'm going for. But there's my orange. I've got a few sheets of that. Then another plain orange from Bo Bunny. Back to Basics, 2010. Yep, told you, I've got an old stash. Then I'm incorporating some of the green and the pink in this stripe. And then I've got another green and pink stripe. Actually, let me move these onto my lap out of the way. Then I've got just another pink stripe. And pink and a little bit of red, which I may not make it in because I don't want to incorporate any more colours than sort of what's in the collection. There's no red in this, but a little bit might be able to, like, might be okay. I might be able to get away with that. Then we've got a pink, so I'm going into the pinks here. And then another pink. This is My Mind's Eye, Miss Caroline, 2012. And then some clouds. So there's blue in the collection and there's green in the collection. So I have a few different cloud papers here. And they're all a different blue. But I plan on using this kit to make several pages. So it doesn't matter that they're different blues. I can use one of these on each layout. On each layout. And you won't know that they're different blues because they're going to be on different layouts. But I'm going to be using my kit, my knockoff kit basically. So then we've got some greens, bringing in a little bit of the greens. And then a green check, and they're old, 2001, Keeping Memories Alive Incorporated. Wow. And some more greens, a stripe and a smaller gingham check. Yep, only one there. And then moving into the blues. So again, the blues are different, but they're going to be on different layouts. So it doesn't matter that they're different shades of blue. They're just blue. So I've got 4, 5 different blues here. So that one's got a little bit of green in it as well. So there's my papers that I've got to work with. Now I don't have plain cardstock in there because I've got, you know, quite a selection of plain cardstocks in every colour. So that doesn't matter. I don't need to put them in my kit. So then the other thing I have is stamps. Now I haven't been through all my embellishments that I've got, but the idea of recreating my own kit is making the embellishments to go with the papers. So we all have numerous amounts of dies, stamps, stencils, everything that we might use once or twice and then we don't use them again. And they just sit there languishing on the shelves and we don't ever think to use them. So the other idea of doing this is to get out our resources and use them. Now, I've only gone through all my old Stampin' Up! Stamps. I do have stamps from other companies, but I couldn't get to them when I wanted to do this. So I probably have other stamps that would work as well, but these are just the ones that I have pulled out. Now, I love floral, so there's going to be lots and lots of florals. So I've got this one for the big floral arrangement here, because on the Echo Park collection, they've got like a pot of flowers. So I thought, well, I can get away with that on a little pot. I think I do have a pot stamp or something coming up as well, or die or something. And then I've got love hearts, because there's love hearts in the collection. I have this stamp set that has clouds. And here we go. This is what this little basket I could use to put this, that's what I was thinking, to put this floral bunch in that basket. But this also has its own floral bouquets that I could use in here, as well as a cloud. I don't have the punch anymore that came with this for the cloud. I must have sold that, but that's easy to cut out. And then we've got vases, because in the collection there's vases with flowers. So I've got here some vases, and it comes with flowers, but I've got a million floral stamps that I can make work. Here's another one, Bottled Happiness. It has the flowers and the bottles, and I think this punch, I believe, goes with this, so that's handy. I didn't sell all my punches, nearly all, but anyway, got a few still. More hearts, more flowers and jars, and I've actually got the punch to go with this as well, the jar of flowers punch. So there's my stamps that I went through really quickly and just pulled out a few. And the other thing I have is dies, lots and lots of dies. I don't have all the stamps that go with these dies anymore. I went through a phase of selling everything off, and these are the ones that didn't sell. So but just because I don't have the stamps anymore doesn't mean I can't use the dies. So this die I picked out because it's got tiny little flower sprigs that can go in a little vase, other little leaves. This one I believe as well, if I move this tree out of the way, it's got like this nice little twig. I don't know what that's called. It's like a leaf thing, isn't it? Not like gum leaves, I guess, sort of. Maybe? I don't know. But I could use them. And then the sentiments, or the little word elements I've got in here, I thought this font that I've got, this die, this font, sort of will work. to make some little words and subheadings and things like that. And then this one has a love heart in it, but there's also words in here like sunshine that I could use. But yeah, there's a love heart there. And then this one, more little twigs to go in vases or floral arrangements, because also in the collection there's these clusters of flowers, so I can build clusters using things like that. And again, more flowers, little twigs, more flowers for clusters. And here we have, I think this goes with the boho one, if I believe, the boho indigo. I have the matching dies for that, so I can stamp and cut out the pots and make some floral arrangements as well. Some more hearts. This is I can't remember who the company is. If I pull it all out, maybe I can see. It is, it's not going to tell me. Oh, the Craft Room. I found these actually in an op shop. It's from Tonic Studios. And this little set has some gorgeous little, get the stamp set out, gorgeous little pots in there with some floral arrangements and cute little words and sentiments, I don't know what I'm trying to say, that I can use in this collection as well. So I'm sure if you went stash diving, you could, oops, hang on, that goes in there, you could find a lot of stuff you already have. I don't know why that's taking up too, but anyway, here's another one from Tonic Studios. And I saw this because I thought this boot was really cool. It's a boot, I don't know, can you see that? If I move everything out of the way, now you can see it. It's a boot of flowers. I thought, well, that sort of would work as well. So got that in my stash. Again, that was from an op shop or charity shop. And then there's also in the collection, there's little like semicircles or sprays of flowers. So then I thought, well, I've got lots of things I can make different sprays with. So I've got these, they're like frames, but you can cut them and make like a spray of flowers. Banners, this has a beautiful banner in it. So I've got dies that can make banners, curved or the jagged banners. Another set of dies for like a spray of flowers. More banners if I want bigger banner. This has got the triangles and different shapes to make like bigger banners that you can do like individually. So yeah, got that as well. More love hearts in this one. More flowers in this one. And then I thought this, what's that? That's more flowers as well for jars and arrangements and stuff. And then I thought this would be a really cool title. It matches, I think, the theme really well. It's like a spring floral theme with the word hugs and the outline of the flowers and a couple of little flowers here to sit in vases. Now, the only thing I don't have that's on here is dragonflies. And dragonflies are quite predominant in this collection by the look of it. They've even got dragonfly paper. I did used to have dragonfly stamps and dragonfly punch. I can't find them in my quick little search. I may not have them anymore, but I also have a Cricut. So I could look on Cricut Access to see if there's dragonflies that I can print and cut, or have a look at Creative Fabrica for dragonflies that I can download, print out and fussy cut. So lots of different options. The only thing I do need to do is look at dragonflies, and I'm pretty sure I had a sun stamp somewhere which I can't seem to find either, but that's easy. Plenty of them around on Cricut that I can print and cut. So there you go. That is the idea of the video, to have you thinking about shopping from your stash. Don't just go out and buy all the collections. Try and make the embellishments and pick from the papers you already have to make your own collection kit. And what I find as well with collections is that I'll buy, when I used to buy a collection, I'll use it for 1 or 2 pages and then I'll let it sit there and I won't think to go back to it because, oh, but I've already used that. So then it just sits there for years and years and years. The beauty of making your own is that you can make just enough for 1 or 2 pages, and then you don't have leftovers because you've made just what you need. So it's another way of not hoarding supplies. Make what you need and then be done with it. So I've used that. That was fun. I created all my own embellishments. I don't have lots of stuff left over that if I go back to use again and go, oh, but I've already used this, because then you lose the novelty of using it, if that makes sense. So this is another way to reuse your, or not reuse, but to give new life to your old supplies. Anyway, that's it for me. I hope you've enjoyed this and you'll give it a go. Let me know. Are you going to create using this pre-order collection? Create your own kit. If you do, I'd love to see what you create, the embellishments, the pages, all of it, even the kit you put together. If you make videos, tag me in your videos so I can see what you've done. And I think I might reopen my Facebook group so that we can share in there anything we make. And if you create anything from this collection, like as a, I'm trying to say, as an inspiration, or you've got inspiration from this video to look at other collections that you have been eyeing off and you make something for them, then we can all share it in the group. So I'll put a post up in the, on my page, on my, what am I trying to say, on my channel, that's the word, that will have a link to the group, and the group will be linked in all the descriptions of videos going forward. But anyway, that's it from me today. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Sorry for my absence. I'm going to try and come back more frequently. I can't promise anything, but this is a start. Alright, so 1 page at a time. And if you've liked this video, give it the thumbs up. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider subscribing and hitting that notify bell so you know when my next video comes out. And until next time, stay creative and be scrap happy. And see you next time. Bye bye.